Welcome back to Peak Middle School.
Welcome back to Peak Middle School. My name is Narwhal,
My name is Kyle.
and today's Monday. That's it. There's nothing special.
But it might not be Monday, though.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Okay, damn it, I want to
I'm not sure what day this is.
All right,
No, we're going to roll through it.
All right, Kyle, you ran 20 miles this weekend
I did.
in one day.
I did. Well, yeah, I did.
How long did that take? And how was it?
Mm,
Tell me about your experience running 20 miles.
It was like about 4 hours, a little longer.
Did you want to die? At what point did you want to die?
The whole time. No, I mean, I don't know. I felt good through the first, actually, no, I felt terrible. No, I felt amazing the first mile. I was like, I'm going to, kill this.
Sprint this whole thing.
I got to the second mile, and I was like, I'm not going to make this. But then, weirdly, miles 3 through 5, I was good. And then the rest, I was like.
So 5 through 20.
5 through 20 was a struggle. Yeah.
I'm honestly very impressed and honestly sort of surprised that you actually went through with all of it.
Oh, I'm more surprised, I think.
I thought I didn't think you'd bail entirely, but I felt like you would do 12, 13 and be like,
Call it good.
like that.
No, I mean, I really wanted to, but what I did was I did a there and back basically.
Okay.
And so I just forced myself to run. So okay, I wouldn't say that the rest of the 5 through 20, 5
through 20, 5 to 20.
I wouldn't say the rest of the 5 through 20 was terrible. I'd say after 12, it sucked.
Yeah.
It's halfway through a marathon basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after doing that 20, do you feel like you can get through 6 more of that? 6 more of those miles?
I mean, I'm sure I could, to be honest. So the way I did my route was, so at my house, I think I've said this before, I live up on a hill. So basically anywhere I run around my house, I have to go down, and then the last thing is coming back up my hill.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty steep hill. It sucks. So I went down the steepest part of the hill to start, and then I just went down, and I was running on this trail. And then so by the time I came back, I was 18 miles in. I have to start going up the hill for 2 miles. And it was so bad. And when I ran, I felt better than when I was walking.
Yeah.
So it's more of a mental thing as to forcing myself to keep running, because I'll physically feel better if I'm running.
Yeah.
But it's mentally I don't want to run.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a mental game.
For me, the hardest thing is when I'm that deep in and really tired, if you stop running, it'll feel good to catch your breath or whatever, but then trying to start again after walking is the worst.
Yeah.
And you were mentioning earlier today at work how a lot of these runners say there's a wall that you break through. There's a barrier, and if you can get through it, which it's really hard to do, but if you can get through it, there's a while where you can just almost feel like you're just coasting kind of.
But I know there's also a wall in a marathon that's usually around mile 20 to 23 where you hit your wall and you're done. I'm hoping mine isn't 20, but it really felt like mine might be 20. And then I just have to know that I have 6.2 more.
Yeah.
Because my dad, he's run a couple marathons, and he said 23 was his thing. And it was before music and stuff when he was running his marathon. So he heard somebody on the sides only 3 more miles, and then it kind of clicked in his head I have 3 more miles of this.
Yeah.
And it was
but you did it.
I did.
So
I guess So now that's my big run before the marathon. Now I'm tapering down. So I'm looking forward to not running 20 miles again, but I'm looking forward to getting the race over with, but not looking forward to running the race.
So for people who have been listening to us since we started in January, we literally have been talking about this since we started, and I got hurt a couple months ago, so I haven't really been running, but now I'm starting up again. So the goal and the plan is Kyle and I will both run this thing. We're going to make a video out of it. Hopefully we'll both cross the finish line in one piece.
Maybe we'll end up being at the same time.
That would be dope. Maybe
we could go live on Instagram.
Oh.
I'm not going to be happy enough to do that. I'm not going to have the energy to pull my phone out and
Kyle, a while ago, one of our friends, just recorded this joke song a long time ago and Kyle just jokingly rapped over it. And he's yeah, you should just play that in your headphones. So when you cross the finish line, I'm the rapper that's rapping as you finish. And I'm that's the last thing that I would want.
Yeah. So the other day we decided that every other episode we're going to do a word of the day, and on the other episode that's not a word of the day. I said that's so weird.
It's okay. They get it.
On this day in history.
Yeah.
So we did the on this day in history.
Because honestly,
what it was,
we're not the smartest guys, you know. We're just
yeah. If you can't tell,
you know we're nice guys, but we're not the most intelligent. So we
Yeah.
figured it'd be beneficial to learn a little bit every
yeah.
episode.
So we're just trying to get smarter. Hopefully, you guys will get a little smarter too.
So what's our word of the day
I'm
today?
gonna scroll to a random word. Facetious.
Oh, what's that mean? Angry?
Okay, this definition doesn't help at all.
Facetious. They're a liar. They're
Facetious.
two-faced.
I think like kind of douchey maybe. Facetious. It's like ugh.
It's like a synonym.
He's
like,
so facetious.
Look at this facetious.
Okay, so the definition, flippant.
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 That doesn't help either. I'm gonna need a definition.
So
for
I'm gonna
flippant.
Google flippant.
Okay.
Flippant. Yeah.
Okay.
Not showing a serious or respectful attitude.
Okay.
So,
So disrespectful.
synonyms are like frivolous, superficial,
Don't know what
shallow. I don't either.
Dude, you can't give a definition with another complex word.
Glib.
Guys. Glib?
Glib. Glib.
Doesn't help either.
Insouciant.
What? Either we're
Offhand.
really dumb.
Irresponsible. I know that one, but this doesn't seem like it is a good synonym.
Is there another word they used to define this?
No.
Wait, what was
I'll
the
try
original word?
facetious. I'm gonna try googling define facetious. I don't know. I don't remember how it was spelled. Facetious. Treating serious treating serious issues with deliberately inappropriate humor.
Oh, so it's like the kids
like
in high
us.
school who are But I mean, like, we can take it seriously if we have to. I think it's the people who like they'll be like, "Hey, your dad just died." And then they're like,
People in high school did that.
"Well,
That's
no, no,
terrible.
no. Someone comes up and tells you your dad just died." And they're like, "Oh, what happened? You get hit by a car?" Like,
That's facetious.
no, like, you know the people that like you tell them something super serious and they respond with a joke?
Oh yeah. They like can't. Okay. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm kind of like that sometimes.
You are, because you don't want to take things seriously.
Hey,
There'll
life is not too. Don't take life too serious.
But there are times when like,
Hey, I can get serious. You want me to get serious,
yeah, get really serious. Tell me something really serious.
John?
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gay.
when you walked in complaining about your haircut, I secretly liked your haircut.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
Yeah, I think it
Feels
looks better.
good.
It looks better shorter.
Really?
Yeah.
You like it better?
Might be a hot take. Might be a
Okay.
cold take.
Yeah, let us know. I actually was going to talk about that. So if you guys are watching the video version, there's a noticeable change in my hair length. It's not like that much
It's
different,
not,
but I usually get a trim every 3 weeks. Not because I want the top shorter at all, actually. I only get haircuts at all mainly because I get really bad gorilla neck. And I don't want to just do that on my own because I can't reach my neck.
I could do it for you.
Kyle, can you shave my neck for
Hey,
if I asked you
boys.
to shave my back, would you do it? If I paid
I
you
getting
$10,
paid?
would you shave my back?
$10. How much back hair do you
No,
have?
not a lot. I mean, I just need like a little trim up. Like it wouldn't take long. It's just like not like the
$10? Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
I don't get why people are so weird when it's like, hey, can you put some sunscreen on my back for me? They're like, no.
No, I'm
like,
into that.
I'm like, why? It's just sunscreen, dude.
Yeah, I like when
I'm
people
not
ask
asking you
me
to
for
like
that.
jerk me off. Like,
I
geez.
could. If you tip me, if you pay me $10.
Dude, you think your dick can get sunburnt?
Oh, I'm sure it could. That would suck.
Dude,
Yeah,
What if you
I
went-
definitely can.
if you went to a nude beach, you gotta put sunscreen on your dick and on your balls.
When you tan at like a tanning booth,
Yeah.
wait, aren't those outlawed now?
They
should be.
can't make new ones, but the ones that were already made can stay in business as long as people go there. But they can't make new ones.
But like, do you go naked to those?
It's a good question. I think my sister used to go to those all the time. I think they wear a bathing suit.
Okay.
But then I think once you're in the room, you can choose. Like,
Because I know when you like people who spray tan, I'm pretty sure they go naked.
yeah, I
So
think.
they have like a tan dick.
I don't know.
but then it's like down, so it's like there's
Do
like a
guys
tan.
get spray tans? I feel like that was just girls.
I mean,
The only time I've ever heard of people getting spray tans was girls for like senior prom.
I got a spray tan for prom.
That was,
Oh, dude, I wish I did. That would have been so funny.
dude, and like a white tux.
Oh, yeah. Good times.
Have you seen the before and after pictures of Ariana Grande? Like when she
No.
was like 16.
Oh, isn't she
versus-
like way darker now?
Dude, she's like looks like a different race now. Like,
that happens.
is
with
it?
people.
She's like Hispanic, right?
Grande.
I mean,
Yeah, I think so.
I think she's Hispanic. I should
So
probably.
her last name is Big or Large?
I guess.
Kyle Large.
Kyle, large and in charge. Okay, I'm just gonna look up Ariana.
I'm gonna guess she is Puerto Rican. That's the worst accent ever.
All right, Puerto Rican. Italian.
Mm,
Italian American.
close.
Half Sicilian and half Abruzzese. What?
I guess there are some Italian words that sound like
Yeah.
Hispanic.
Okay, well, apparently she's Italian, but she went from looking very, like,
White.
white, and now she's, like you could consider, like, you could think she was black if you didn't know her. Her skin is very dark now.
Really? I haven't like seen her. She's been bugging me lately.
Anyways, so real quick, going back to the haircut. So I go in there, and it's a place, it's just like a cheap, like your average place or whatever. It's just like Great Clips or whatever. Is that what it's called? Supercuts, Grape Clips.
Super great cups.
They're all the same to me. Super Great Cups. Whoa. Sorry, we're
How did that happen?
getting a little out of hand here. I almost
Hey.
knocked over my mic.
Easy.
So I go in there. I don't really know any of them, but I trust this place because every time I go there, no matter who I get,
I find it hard to trust like a Great Clips.
I mean, I never had an issue until today.
Yeah.
Like, usually they're nice. They don't talk a lot and just sit there. But she's like, oh, like, so do you want the same trim? Like a 3 on the sides and the back and then a trim up top. And I was like, yeah, but like, can we trim a little more since it's summer and it's going to be hot?
Ooh,
She's
summertime. Don't want that long hair on
yeah.
top.
So she's like, oh, yeah, okay. And then she like, they put your fingers, they do that, right?
Right.
And they show you how much they want to cut off. And they're like, is that okay? I'm like, perfect. She goes through it once. And I'm like, all right, we're done. And then she just cuts like more and just keeps going. The haircut took twice as long as all my other ones. And I mean, normally I would have said something, but I genuinely like, I don't mind because I actually like when it's short. I just like, it feels better and it's easy. But yeah, if I was anybody else, I feel like I would have been kind of upset. Or if
I feel like she probably did it right, but she messed up on one spot.
yeah,
There's like
she
a
was
little
just trying
like
to
bald
cover
spot
it up.
there. I've had that happen before. I had a haircut when I was really little, and I remember just like my mom told me that I walked out and I just was standing there like this with my arms crossed, just staring at her. Did your parents ever cut your hair?
Yeah, I used to in high school when I chopped off my Bieber hair. I went like there was 2 extremes. You and I both did
Yeah.
that. We both had Bieber hair, and then we just chopped it all off and went
But
straight
you had
buzz
yours
cut.
way longer though.
Than yours?
Yeah, I cut mine off in 5th grade.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you meant like my hair. My hair was way longer. Like the hair itself. No.
I had some long ass
Yeah,
hair.
you had longer hair than
Oh,
mine.
that's so gross.
But
So
yeah.
ugly.
Wait, you cut yours off going into middle school?
Yeah. No. Going into 5th grade.
Oh.
Because I remember because I played football that year and I like was told that it would hurt my hair to take my helmet off,
What?
which is really dumb
Yeah,
advice because it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, it didn't hurt.
But yeah, I did it anyways. I think my neighbor did it and I thought it was cool, so I did it too.
Yeah, I kept it. Honestly, the only reason I cut it off is because like everybody was saying that I copied Justin Bieber, and like that frustrated me.
Yeah, we
so
did
much.
it way first.
No, actually,
I
we
just said way
didn't.
first.
We did it way, but no,
I think we did.
we definitely.
I did.
I mean, I copied him, but unintentionally. Like I didn't know who he was when I started growing my hair like that. Like I was a little kid.
Yeah, so I'm saying we did it first.
We didn't necessarily do it first. It's just
I-
we didn't
I
take
did
him
it.
as inspiration.
Well, I started doing it in like 1st grade.
Well, okay, but he might have. What if he did it in 1st grade? He's older than you, so if
No,
so
he
facto, he did it first.
Yeah, but I didn't see him do it, so I did it first. He probably saw me because I was like pretty famous.
Oh,
when I
he
was
saw
pretty
you?
big. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that Kyle Stafford
I was the
kid.
king of discovery.
So yeah, I mean, I really liked it. I hated having to blow dry my hair every day.
That's weird that you did that. I never did that.
A bunch of guys blow dry their hair. My dad blow dries his hair every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Steve doesn't seem like someone who blow dry his hair.
A lot of guys got.
No,
okay,
I know people do
It's
that.
not weird.
I know, but picturing what it looked like, it's just like like blown out and like way to the side, you know?
What do you mean? What are you saying?
Like,
Why is that weird?
no, it's just funny. I just picture John like brushing his hair in the mirror, just
Oh, dude, I had to get every hair perfect. Oh, I wanted to
I
tell
never
this on the
did
podcast sometime. I told my aunt. I don't know if I told you, but
yeah, I think it's-
going into our 6th grade pictures, I had like a temper tantrum before we were going in there. Like we took the pictures before the school year started, I think, for some reason, for 6th grade at least. And like, you know how like a lot of people can't tell when you're having a bad hair day, but you can tell.
yeah.
Like to me, I could tell even if one hair was off, it like ruined my whole day. Like every hair had to be perfect. And my mom was like, John, it looks fine. It looks the same as it always does. But I was trying to fix it with my blow dryer and like make it perfect.
At school.
No, at home. At home before we left. And then the hair dryer broke.
Oh,
And I just lost it and I was bawling. And so like I think in my 6th grade
you
picture,
were in 6th grade. You were
I was
Fine.
going into 6th grade. I was upset. I was traumatized.
How old is too old to have a temper tantrum?
That's a
That
good
seems
question.
a little old.
I think that's on the verge.
It's like, dude, you're in 6th grade, but like you're
I
also
think
in
at
6th
the
grade.
end of 6th grade, you shouldn't be having temper tantrums.
Going into 6th
Going
grade.
in, you're not hardened by the world yet. You know?
Yeah,
There's
I don't
still-
remember the last temper tantrum I had. I was a pretty mellow child. No, I did explode. My sister will be on here someday. I
I
was
need
an
some of these
explosive.
stories.
I was very explosive. I was like super mellow, but then if you
Yeah, that's
set me over the edge, like I went over the edge.
that's how you and I both were. It sounds like because
Yeah,
you were chill, but then when you would go off, you would just go like anger management, like freak out.
Yeah, but I think you happen more than me. Your explosions happen more because
Yeah.
like you've probably never really seen one of mine before, have you? Like you've seen me like
I remember you would get very like when we'd play like street games, you'd
I'd
always
get
quit.
I would get really butthurt.
Yeah, you'd get butthurt, but
I
I
would
didn't
never
see
cry.
you like rage. I never see
I
you,
only like raged at my sister.
yeah, I never saw you go like Hulk mode. But
Yeah, I would.
um
We'll tell those stories eventually.
yeah, when she's on. She'll be on this summer sometime.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
But yeah, so my hair dryer broke and I went in and I mean honestly my 6th grade picture is still a very sexy picture.
Is it?
I got it to work by the end, but
We should make a video of going through all of our pictures.
that'd be pretty
Because
fun.
I got some.
Just our
frightening
yearbooks
pictures.
in general too, like some of those
Ugh.
notes.
Yeah.
Remember like Truth Is on Facebook?
I was kind of late to the social media game, so I never. I was.
You
I
didn't have
was.
Facebook?
I didn't get Facebook till sophomore year
Oh,
or freshman year maybe. Yeah.
dude, you missed all
I know.
like the best times of your
I know,
life.
I know.
That was like everybody's hormones are just raging through the roof, and it's like so for people who are I guess younger, who maybe like Facebook was never a big thing when they were growing up, or like didn't use Facebook. Truth Is was just like you'd literally just write truth is ... and you'd post it, and then everybody who saw it who wanted you to tell what you thought about them,
Yeah.
they would like it, and you would just write on their page like truth is you're
a good
really
friend.
cute, but we don't talk much. Dude, the go-to one,
We don't talk much. But
It's
you
like-
seem
it's
cool.
like- no, it's like you're really pretty, but we don't talk much. We should talk more.
Oh god.
That
is
was
so
like
cringy.
no, but then a lot of time, and then if they left a smiley face, bro, you're in there, dude. A smiley face and a we should talk more. Oh
yeah.
my god.
How'd that go for you?
Well, I never talked to any of them more.
Probably what happens in middle school.
But I was thinking, like, what if you posted Truth Is and like your grandma liked it and she didn't know like what the Truth Is trend was?
All right, Grandma, truth
Are you
is.
supposed to like? And it's looking back on it, it was probably so embarrassing for all my aunts and uncles and cousins that like were
Yeah.
friends with me on Facebook, seeing all the shit I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
it's
kinda like that now, though.
soccer, but we should hang out sometime.
Well, our aunts and uncles are seeing what we're posting on Instagram with this stuff.
It's not much better.
I know a lot of old people just like see this stuff and they're like, they just don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to get. Like,
exactly. You spit on my
I'm
hand
sorry.
again. God.
I think it's just that, like, the sense of humor is totally different.
Yeah.
Like-
Like old people don't like poop jokes as much.
Yeah. And there's things that old people think you just like can't talk about. It's just like you just don't talk about it.
It's like, well,
It's like, why?
we're talking about
yeah,
it.
we're here.
It's like, I mean, everyone likes to talk about it.
Yeah, everyone cracks up when they do
Yeah,
talk about
it's funny.
it. It's like my parents when they watch like Family Guy or South Park or even The Office at the beginning. They've slowly come around to The Office, but there'll be like a really funny joke and they like sort of crack up, but they try and hide it. I'm like, guys, just like let it out.
Yeah.
You know it's funny. You know you want to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you want to talk about poop.
Yeah. Who doesn't? We all poop.
We all, yeah.
Everyone poops. I had a
Everyone
book.
likes poop.
Well, some people love poop, like on them.
You know the poops that
All right.
you sit like
We're here again.
there's different types of poop. Some poops they go like in stages. Like you get like a little chunk out and then you like recoup and then you get the next chunk out and
Yeah.
you recoup and then there's like a little last straggler that gets through.
All right.
But then there's also the ones where you sit down
It's just one.
and just
That's the best.
and then you ever have the ones that like come out of the water, they crest. It's like
Yeah.
like
Like kind of proud of it.
it's like you knew that you ate way too much the day before if that happened.
But then you feel really good after. You feel like a new person.
Like a new man.
Yeah.
All right. well,
Anyways,
speaking of real quick, I wanted to
speaking of poop or
no,
haircuts.
no, no. Speaking of like our family members that like watch our stuff or whatever,
Old people. Yeah.
it's always so like embarrassing. Like I'm glad if my family listens to stuff like this because like I want them to see like I always give them the benefit of the doubt. Like maybe they'll actually kind of get what we're going for and think it's funny or be like, hey, that's cool. But like 90% of the time, it's just like they'll come over to my house and be like, hey, I saw that one episode where you guys talked about like all this shit you did when you were younger. You guys are so dumb. I'm like, oh my God. Or
Yeah,
it's like,
that's kind of true.
or they'll be like one of my uncles will tell my dad, be like, hey, Steve, did you hear that one story when John got really, really drunk and started throwing up everywhere? I'm like, see,
Come on.
why you got to bring it up? He didn't need to know that, but you told him.
Yeah, a lot of like, I feel like family members sometimes
like
they'll just like they'll bring they also just bring up stuff in the podcast a lot. It's like, yeah, I was there too. I said it.
Yeah, I know. I talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of like to rat you out.
Yeah.
Do you have family members that like to talk about shit that they know you don't want to talk about?
My dad kind of. I don't know. I mean,
Like that's how a
sometimes.
lot of my extended family are.
You have a lot of older people in your family than I do.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people my age, but I like aunts and uncles that I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, any old people out there, we're not trying to be mean. It's just true.
It's just true. There's a lot of things that I say on here that I know my sister wouldn't care, but I just hope and pray that my parents never get like with the ways of technology. Cause like if my parents actually knew how to like use Spotify and like Instagram and stuff, I would not want them to see some of these things that I talk about.
Well, both my parents listen to this.
Yeah. So there's no hiding for you.
If there's ever times where it seems like I'm very uncomfortable, it's because I know if I say something that my mom and dad are
you'll
gonna
give
hear
you
it.
shit for it.
Yep.
All right. So first of all, well, not first of all, because we're 24 minutes in.
Fourth of all.
Go Blazers, right?
Yeah, right. By the time this comes out, the series will already have started.
Yeah.
So.
They're in the Western Conference Finals? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that would, duh. I always get, how come in sports, like football and basketball, it makes sense how they organize the conferences. There's like Western Conference in basketball. There's Western
like
Conference
that.
and Eastern Conference.
It's not like that in football.
Oh, yeah. Because how
AFC,
come the
NFC.
Rams?
No, it only makes sense in.
It only makes sense in basketball.
Yeah. Well, like
Why do the baseball leagues make no sense?
Well, yeah, it's just because there's different rules in both leagues.
It's so, yeah. Why
don't
does a
know.
professional sport have different rules depending where the teams are located?
I
So
think it's
weird.
cool though. It adds more strategy, especially when it's like when they're doing interleague play and when it's like the World Series. It's like, oh, it's at the Dodgers. Like it's they have to coach it a different way.
Yeah.
Like subs work different.
But like if you're in the league where the pitchers hit
NL.
you have like a huge advantage when it comes to the playoffs because the teams that don't have pitchers hit, they never played like that the whole season.
Yeah, but
So then in the
all
playoffs,
pitchers
then they have to
suck anyways.
adjust.
Most of the pitchers just suck anyways. Like the pitchers basically will only lay down a sack bunt, and most of the time they can't. Then there's a few pitchers that are like weirdly good at hitting.
Yeah.
But they'll hit like 220, and then they're like, oh, he's such a good hitter.
Yeah, but that's a big advantage. Like,
yeah,
because then the teams that like never have to, but then on the flip side, it's not in a, like when there's a DH, it's not any more of an advantage for the team that has a DH than the team that doesn't have a DH in the regular season.
yeah. I mean, I think when interleague play happens, the benches are way more important because so many more people pinch hit than in the AL.
Yeah.
Like if there's a DH, they don't really need to pinch hit as many people, but in the NL, they'll pinch hit near the end of the game every time a pitcher's up.
Yeah.
So it adds a lot more strategy, and I don't know. I think. Yeah.
It's just weird though. Like, why can't they just organize the teams based on like where they're located? Like,
Yeah, I think it makes the most sense in the NBA.
Yeah.
I think they should do that. But hey,
like gotta make things complicated.
yeah.
But Kyle, Shim, and I were like sort of jokingly talking about like, yeah, if the Blazers make it to the conference finals, like we're gonna go get a ticket. We're gonna go to a game no matter how much. And like we looked, and the cheapest possible ticket was what?
It was like 300.
for like nosebleed.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's not as bad as I was anticipating, but it's still a lot of money.
Yeah. I don't know. I would never spend that much. I don't know. Because, like, it'd be different if the Mariners.
Yeah, I mean, if we had
It would
our
be
if we
cheaper,
had
I
our
think.
own basketball team in the conference finals, I would 100% like pay
Yeah.
$300 to go.
I don't know.
I mean, just once.
Would you?
But I'd almost
That's
rather
a lot of money.
Do you think a Game 7 tickets are more expensive than?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, because also
Do you think the
they go
further
on
into
sale
the
later.
series-
They go on sale later too. Yeah, the
Yeah.
further into the series, the more expensive they are. Because the first
okay.
4 games are guaranteed.
yeah.
So, like,
Okay.
yeah. But like,
Why'd you just stop right there?
I was gonna say each team gets like for sure 2 home games.
Oh yeah,
But then after that, it's like
yeah.
somehow we started talking about lice when John was resetting the cameras. But did you ever have lice?
I did not, but I've heard lots about lice because my mom used to work at an elementary school, and kids all the time would get lice, and it's just, don't you just get it from not washing your hair? Isn't it so easy to not get lice?
No, lice like clean heads. If you're dirty, you're not gonna get lice most likely. So like if you have lice, it's not because you're dirty.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's actually like almost a compliment.
Yeah.
It's like your kid got lice.
You've got very clean hair. Like good for your kid.
Good for you. You got lice. And doesn't it just like hop from head to head?
Like if we like touched heads.
That's so creepy.
Yeah. So like my
and
sister
you can't
said,
even like see them really. Wait.
Well, I think you can, but they're really tiny. Like you have to look for them to find them.
Yeah.
Actually, my sister, she worked at a summer camp, and so like one of the kids had lice, and she said she saw it like on his head one time.
Oh.
But like sometimes the little kids will run up and hug her, and like her hair would be down by her sides, and she'd try to like keep her hair away from the head. But I this might be a hot take, but like I kind of want lice.
wait, okay.
Like, because you know how I want. Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna buy this, but I'll let you argue.
Because you have to use that little fine tooth comb.
Yeah.
And like I know girls like people playing with their hair. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it. Like I kind of like the feeling of when you're at the haircut place and they're washing your hair.
It's a good
feels
feeling.
good, right?
Yeah, it's like a massage in a way.
And so that's like getting lice, like someone picking at your head. You know, I kind of like that.
Wait, you're talking about the insects themselves picking at your head?
No. I don't want that feeling. I want the feeling of someone removing it from my head, like with a comb.
So you want like lice there real quick, and then just immediately have people remove the lice.
Yeah.
You don't want the process of dealing with lice.
Well, no.
Or you almost just want to schedule an appointment to have someone pick at your head without the lice there.
Maybe.
Well, are you a fan of those metal things that with all like the fingers that come out that you like put in your? Dude, that gives me like tingles down like my whole back.
Yeah, it's not the same when you do it to yourself though. You have to have someone else do it to you.
Yeah.
One time I hurt my neck doing that. Like I like kind of freaked out.
Yeah.
And I like tweaked.
God, now my head's itching.
I know. I hate talking about it.
Whenever I talk about like if I see a spider or something, like let's say it's in my bathroom and I kill it before bed, I'll get in bed and I'll start itching because I think subconsciously like maybe there's spiders in my bed or something. Dude, there was oh my god, when I moved to LA. Are you okay?
Yeah, my itch is my
your ear's itchy. There's lice in your ear.
Can you get ear lice?
I hope not.
Why is my ear itchy? It's like not even the ear hole. It's like the rim. My rim is itchy. I got an itchy rim.
When I moved to my apartment in LA last year, when I got there, the first week I just had got my bed, and I think it was the first night I got my bed. I get home from work really late, and it's like dark, so I like brush my teeth, and I just like do it in the dark for some reason. Like if I'm tired, I don't like turning the lights on because it wakes me up more. So I get home, I'm brushing my teeth, like go to the bathroom, like whatever. And then I like dropped something and I couldn't find it. So I had to turn the light on, and I turn on the light. There's like 2,000 ants, like tiny ants making a trail from the wall in my bathroom up like into like my sink cabinet by my bath. Like, bro.
Ants suck,
and
dude.
And they weren't like the ants you'd see out like in the grass or whatever. They're like big ants. These are like tiny little ants.
Oh, yeah.
And there was just like thousands of them, and I freaked out. And I didn't have any. I just moved in, so I didn't have any like.
Did you have a vacuum?
I didn't even have a vacuum yet. No, I had like nothing, and so and I didn't have any like spray to kill them with or little ant traps or whatever. So I called my dad, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know, like maybe spray like your like that spray deodorant."
Oh, like Axe?
Yeah, and like
you Axe bomb some ants?
Well, no, I didn't have Axe, but I had like cologne. So I sprayed a ton of cologne and it killed them. It worked. It killed all the ants somehow.
But wasn't there still more that were like?
Well, yeah, they were like in the walls and stuff. So long story short, I had to like call this guy, and the apartment complex had to bring this guy in, and he just killed him or whatever. But for like the next 2 months, every night I would go to sleep. I was so paranoid that like ants were coming in from other places too. So I'd be like sleeping and I'd fall asleep, and then I wake up and like think that I'm itchy, but I'm not. And I'd like turn the flashlight on and look like down at my legs to see if there's any ants.
Jeez.
Yeah.
2 stories. One, have you ever been bit by an ant before?
I don't think so.
It hurts. I was golfing one time, and when I golf, I end up just not where I'm supposed to be. I was in the woods
Off
looking
in the wetlands.
Yeah,
somewhere.
it was in like Central Washington, so it's kind of like drier, and there's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like tall grass.
Yeah.
And I was walking through the grass, and I stepped on an anthill, and like there was a bunch of ants on my feet, and I was kicking them off. And then I find my ball, and I'm about to hit my shot, and there's an ant on my Achilles tendon, and it just bites. And I'm like, I feel this like sharp pain. I'm like, what the heck? I look down, and there's an ant just like chomping on my heel.
Dude.
Like it doesn't like hurt that bad. It just feels like you kind of got pinched. And I was like,
Like stung by a bee, sort of.
Not that bad.
Not that bad.
But it was just like, it was a weird feeling, and it made it feel like it hurt more because I looked down, there was an ant actually biting me. Like it could have just been like something was poking me.
But you were like almost paranoid
yeah,
about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I would freak out more being like, because I would think like, what if it's one of those red ants, those like bull ants?
Oh yeah.
That are like big and like poisonous or whatever.
They're not poisonous. No, it was one of those, but it wasn't poisonous.
What?
It just
I think
hurts.
there's poisonous red ants.
No,
I think if an
there's
ant is
fire
red,
ants.
Yeah, that's what I
But
meant.
they don't have those here.
There's
There's like nothing dangerous here. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah,
Except for there's rattlesnakes.
There's like
in Eastern Washington.
But are those even dangerous?
Rattlesnakes?
Yeah.
John.
No, I know like king cobras. Those are dangerous.
John. They're venomous.
Rattlesnake? They just rattle. I don't think those aren't the ones that can kill you.
John.
I think king cobras are.
This is one of the dumber things
Dude,
come on.
You don't hear people dying from rattlesnakes. They die from those huge ones that can spread,
you can
like
die
in
from
the
a rattlesnake.
Amazon rainforest.
If you get bit by a rattlesnake, you gotta suck that venom. You gotta suck it out.
What you know what suck is like if you got bit by a snake and you were willing to suck out the venom to survive, you can't reach it.
It's like right here. It's like your elbow, but you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck. But like, well, literally, no, it wouldn't suck.
It would not suck.
Yes, they're venomous, John.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
You should. I know a lot about snakes. I'm afraid of snakes. Most snakes are venomous, I think. But none of them that live here, like garter snakes, they're fine. Yeah. They smell bad.
Smell bad?
Like when they freak out, they like produce an odor.
Now that I'm not sure if I... Dude, okay. Something about smelling bad. I usually, like... I sweat a good amount, but I don't think I necessarily have ever had bad BO. I mean, you can tell me. Have I ever, like, have you been like, wow, you actually smell bad
There's
today?
like a time or two you smell kind of ripe.
When? Like recently? Like, can you think of like what
I can't think of a specific time. But there was like one time maybe like at lunch in high school and like you had gotten out of PE or something. You were sitting next to me. I was like, all right. Sean.
Yeah. So for the most part, I think on like your average day, I don't think I smell bad. Like I think I've smelled pretty good.
Do I smell bad ever?
No.
I've smelled myself and I've been like, whoa, gross.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like the other day, I went to work or something, and then we recorded the podcast, and then like. I didn't work out at all during the day, but like it was a really hot day. So throughout the day, I was just perspirating, here and there.
I know.
Not from working out, just because it was hot. But I'll usually I won't take a shower unless I actually am like drenched, like a full on workout type of sweat. Otherwise, I'm like, oh, like I'm fine. I don't need a shower. So before and then I went to this concert. So like I put some deodorant on before the concert, and I smelled fine. I thought I smelled fine. Then we go to the concert. And it's like this tiny little venue, super packed by the end. And I wore like a gray, like it's what I wore in the last podcast. Yeah, Kyle was giving me shit for it.
Hey, I wasn't giving you shit. I like that shirt. Okay. I would wear that shirt.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you showed me up a little bit.
All right. Well,
it's
so
fine.
I wore this gray shirt.
Oh, wait. I just realized I told you I was going to show you up.
And you didn't.
I wear a hat.
And a t-shirt.
It's a NASA hat if you're wondering.
But I was just drenched by the end, like full on black armpits. Like it was just like totally dark. Yeah. Then like I noticed like I smelled pretty bad then. And I was like, all right, it's whatever. Like I'm in a mosh pit. It's fine.
Everyone smells bad.
Then I get home and it's like 10:30 and I'm like, fuck it. I want to go to the gym. So I go to the gym and I work out with Shim. And when we got there, I was like we were warming up and stuff. I'm like, damn, did Shim like rip ass or something? Like, why does it smell so bad? I thought because he just had food poisoning. Like a couple days ago. So I'm like, maybe.
He's the king of food poisoning.
Yeah. Shim has had food poisoning like 2 or 3 times this year.
Yeah.
But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, all right, maybe he just, it's the aftermath of food poisoning. He just his farts smell really bad. And I'm like, that's fine.
It's reasonable.
But everywhere we went in the gym, it followed us. And by the end, I was like, oh shit, that's not Shim. Like, that's me. Like, I smell that bad. It literally smelled like someone ripped like McDonald's ass like right in my face, and I smelled. And dude, I got in the car on the way home. I had to roll down the windows, dude. I couldn't stand myself.
That's a bad feeling when that happens. You can't even stand yourself.
Yeah, because like normally you can like manage your own farts and like your own smell in general.
Yeah.
Not that night.
Hey, you know, it happens.
It was just like sad because that's never in my life happened to me where I noticed my own BO.
It's happened to me. I especially notice it. I don't know if you notice this too, but when I wear dry fit shirts, I smell way worse. Like I notice
so
it.
weird,
I
'cause
notice it more. I
A
don't know
lot of
why.
people, I feel like myself included, prefer dry fit material like because it almost stops me from sweating.
It doesn't. So like I won't have like pit stains usually,
Yeah.
or sometimes I will. Well, I probably will because I sweat a lot. But like I notice if I like do this and smell down my shirt,
Yeah.
it smells way worse. Like it's like a certain type of. I'll show you next time. I'll let you smell down my shirt.
Okay.
Let me know if you
I'll
smell
sniff
anything.
down your shirt.
I don't know. Like it might just be me, and maybe it's the material of the dry fit that like makes me think I smell a certain way.
Yeah.
But I hate the smell of myself. Like I avoid wearing dry fits if I know I'm gonna sweat, unless I know I'm gonna shower right after. So when I get back from my run, I smell like something died inside of me.
It's so funny because like literally a lot of people wear dry fits intentionally when they work out, but you're like the
well,
opposite.
no, I will. If I work out, I'll do it. Or like I run, I wear dry fits.
But only if you can shower right
But like
after.
if I'm not like because I sweat anyways, doing whatever.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to my day-to-day basis, I'm not gonna wear a dry fit because I'll smell bad.
Oh, I never knew that. Good to
The
know.
more you know. So if I'm gonna dry fit, you can take a smell.
Okay.
Also, I wanted to say this back to bed bugs. My sister, so she's living in Madrid, and she was worried that she had bed bugs. Like she went to somewhere like Grenada. That's not right.
She went somewhere.
She went somewhere. Because she travels a lot in Europe. It's easy to travel.
Yeah.
And she got back, and someone that she knew got bed bugs from that, or there was a bed bugs outbreak where she was staying.
Okay.
And so she was worried. She brought it back, and she sends us a picture in our family group text, just like this little black thing on a bed. And she's like, "Oh my God, what is this? Is it a bed bug? Like I'm freaking out." And this went on for like 2 days. Like she wouldn't look at what it was. Like she was like so
Wait.
freaked out that she saw this thing in her bed. She left her room. She slept on the couch. She wouldn't
left
go in her
a
room.
bug just to roam on her bed for 2 days.
Yeah,
One
she-
bug.
Yeah, she's the person that would, if she saw a spider, she would be like, "Oh my God, kill it! I can't even
I mean, I kind of.
Like she won't even go in that room. Like
I mean, if it's a big enough spider, I'll do that.
sometimes I don't even kill spiders. I feel bad sometimes.
If
If it's like
there's a spider roaming your house, you'll just let him go.
well, sometimes I'll bring
You
it
won't
outside.
punish him?
I've done it before. Where I take it outside.
Oh.
Sometimes if it's like too big, I'm like, all right,
I'll just
I
murder him.
don't-
I'll
yeah.
just.
I'm just I have to kill you. Sorry, you understand. But so she just freaks out and like doesn't even look at it again.
Okay.
And then she was like looking up pictures of bed bugs, like sending it to us, like, "Oh, is this a bed bug? Like, what does it look like?" And I was zooming in on the picture and I couldn't really tell. I was like, "It might be a bed bug. I don't know."
Yeah.
And so my dad was like, "Okay, you need to like contact your building and like talk to whoever owns the building, whatever." And then she goes and looks at it one more time. It was a piece of fuzz on her bed, a black piece of fuzz.
God.
And she had freaked out and she like lost sleep over it. She slept on the couch the night before and she was freaking out because it was a bed bug, but it was a piece of fuzz.
It was from her, like, just a black piece of clothing. That's
Yeah.
so funny, dude.
In the group text, she's like, "All right, I'm gonna go see if it's still there." And then like 2 seconds later, it was a fucking piece of fuzz.
I'm laughing because I've done the same thing. Like, I mean, I haven't not slept in my bed, but I woke up and like, if you have like white sheets or whatever, I saw this thing like down by like where I sleep, and it was just like fuzz from my socks
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever, and I was like freaking out.
Dude, I changed my sheets the other day and I saw how much shit is at where my feet are.
Dude,
Dude, it's like
so
scary. It's like
so
fuzz
much
and,
leg
like-
hair,
leg hair,
bro.
really?
Wait, do you have white sheets?
No, they're gray.
Oh, see that because it blends in, bro. If you get white sheets,
Leg hair, really?
you can see so much leg hair. I mean, maybe it's just me. I mean, I'm like an ape when it comes to like, my hair, but
I mean, I have a lot of leg hair too, but I guess I've never really
I think
noticed it.
try white sheets one time, and maybe I went too long without changing my sheets.
How long do you usually go?
Like
A couple years.
3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, well, that's not that long.
3 weeks isn't that bad, right?
No, that's fine.
Okay, and so
I usually do like once a month.
yeah, and like there was just like I'm like, how does my hair fall out? Like, do I have a disease? Because it was just like piled, not like piled up. That's gross. It's just like
you just sweep it all up.
just like
It's like a mountain.
3 inches of hair.
No, but there's always like dirt, because like when I walk barefoot around my house,
Dirt?
my feet are always sweaty. So like I pick up everything on my way. So it's like. Why are you laughing so hard?
I just pick. I'm just imagining your feet are like, in basketball, those sticky mats that you like. It's just like your feet have like tape on them and just like.
Well, that's kind of what that's what it's like. That's what it's like when you're sweaty. Like I'll get because my feet sweat a lot. Like it's a problem.
Yeah.
And so like I'll walk to like the bathroom to like brush my teeth, and I'll come back to my room, and like I'll get on my bed, and I just feel like there's just shit all over my feet, and it's like my mom doesn't need to sweep my house because like I suck it all up with my feet.
But you don't like wipe it off on your rug or carpet before you get in bed.
Well, if I wipe it off, like I'm just gonna smear more stuff, like cat hair. I'm just gonna smear more of it.
You just accept the dirt.
No, so like I'll kind of wipe my feet together like that. So if you're not watching, I'll take like the bottom of one foot and then kind of wipe
Rub it on
against
the top of the other foot.
I'll kind of just do this a few times.
Yeah,
and like it'll get some of it off. Yeah. But when I check my sheets, like it doesn't get all of it off.
See, I will say I know exactly what you mean with the like wiping the feet. But what I do when I'm in bed, I don't do this because I never get shit on the bottom of my feet. But I do this.
That's weird.
I do this when my feet are cold. But I'll rub my one foot on my calf of my other leg, just back and forth. So it's
like this.
Yeah, it's like friction on the calf, and then I'll like go back and forth.
I've never done that before. I might have to try that. Maybe that's all the leg hair goes. Is you're rubbing off all your leg hair in your bed.
It must be, dude. Do you ever? Well, have you ever tried wearing socks when you sleep?
I've not on purpose. Like I've done it before.
But you've never been like, maybe this will help my sweating problem.
No, that would make it worse.
No, it does the opposite.
And
take it from a sweaty man. Try it. Just try it.
Well, I usually don't have sweaty feet when I sleep. Although I did wake up quite sweaty this morning. My room was really hot. I had to open a window.
Dude, the worst is when you like take a nap and you wake up and just like.
Yeah, dude, I sweat so much when I nap.
Yeah.
I'll wake up and be like, did I pee?
More than when I sleep. And it's like, what's the difference between a sleep and a nap?
Yeah, I don't get it.
How does your body know?
I feel so much worse when I wake up from a nap.
Oh.
I feel like
terrible,
shit.
dude.
I feel like I smell terrible. My face feels all greasy.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did this happen? I was just laying here.
I know.
It's like someone came by and just like smeared shit on me.
Yeah, like if I take a nap, I won't say it's impossible, but it's on the verge of being impossible for me to take a nap and like continue my day after.
Yeah, me too.
I just like have to.
I'll take a nap at 3 and wake up at 8, and I'm like, well, this ruined my whole day.
Yeah.
So now I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
Yeah. No, but you should try it. And everybody listening, you might be skeptical, but try try sleeping with socks.
I'm not gonna do that. Do you do that a lot?
No, not a lot, but like if my feet are really cold. Do you ever have where your whole body's really, really warm, but the bottom of your feet are just freezing?
Yeah, I get that with my fingers. My fingers are cold right now.
See, I don't have that with my fingers.
I get that with my extremities. My toes are cold too.
You don't have good circulation.
I know. Me and my mom have the same problem. Like my hands and my ears and my nose and my feet get really cold.
I don't have any of those.
My
things
ears,
get cold.
dude. My ears get so hot or so cold.
mine are pretty chill, pretty normal.
A couple pretty chill ears.
I will say my big toes though. Like there's times when I'm skiing where I just would rather chop off my big toe than keep skiing because like it's just they get so freaking cold. Like it feels like it's like, but it's just my big toe. It's not my foot. Weird. It's not the rest of my toes.
Do you have a longer second toe?
Oh, dude, my second toe is mega long.
We should compare because mine's really long too. Mine's like longer than my pinky.
Yeah, mine's longer than my pinky for sure. And, dude, this is really gross.
We'll measure. We'll make a video out of it.
The thing with feet is people are either obsessed with feet or like hate feet and think they're disgusting.
Obsessed with feet?
Dude, there's so many people with feet fetishes.
Well, yeah, like fetishes, but like if you don't have a fetish, like...
Yeah, I guess if you don't have a fetish, you're not really a fan of feet. Like, there's no middle ground.
There's foot doctors. Like, I thought I wanted to be a foot doctor at one point. Not because I have like a foot
I
fetish
would not
or
want to
anything.
touch people's
I always
feet
kind
all
of
day.
I always kind of liked. This is gonna sound weird. Just like the lice thing. I kind of like just like picking at things.
You want to touch
Like-
people's feet all day?
No, not really. That's why I didn't want to do it. That's also really hard.
But you like when people touch your feet. You like a massage?
I've never gotten a foot massage. I got scary feet.
We should do a massage together, and then we can
After
compare
the
toes.
after the marathon.
Yeah, and then we can see whose toes are longer.
Or we could just do that right now.
Yeah. Well,
My feet are sweaty. I don't want to take my socks off. We've talked a lot about sweat and
I
smell
know,
on this
but
episode.
listen,
This is a
okay,
gross episode.
real quick. This
All
is
musty.
also going to be gross, but
Ugh.
so when I played basketball growing up, I hated wearing shoes that actually fit for some reason. Like I just don't like like I guess what feels like it fits to most people, to me feels like it's too small. Like even if my toe is not touching the end of the shoe, like there's supposed to be like a little room, at the end of your shoe. Even that always to me felt too tight for some reason. So my whole basketball career, I would always wear shoes that were like one size too big, sometimes even like a size and a half too
that
big.
like hurts your toes though, because they like slide around
Well,
and jam your toes.
It never necessarily hurt for me. For other people it might, but for me, I would prefer that feeling of jamming into the end of the shoe than like a shoe that fits. But now I have like long-term like issues. Well, not issues, but my middle toes, like my ring toes, like the long toe,
Yeah.
next to the big toe.
That's not the ring toe.
Oh yeah, no, it's not.
Like, how do you define which toe is which? Because like the thumb is the big toe, but then
There's
that's the pointer.
There's
but
the big toe, the pointer toe.
But the pointer toe is the long one.
Yeah.
But like, why is the pointer is not the longest? You know what I'm saying?
They're
I
not-
call it like my middle toe, but it's not my middle toe.
I don't know. You're thinking
All right,
too
all right,
deep into
your
the toe game.
Wait, so you're really long? You're
My really long
toe.
toe.
Okay.
My pointer toe.
Pointer toe.
That would always jam into the end of my shoes through my whole basketball career, and I've noticed now my pointer toe is totally fucked up and bent.
Mine is
like
too.
it's straight, and then like the last end of it is totally bent.
My nail is like, it's like an angle.
My nail's fine, but when I got the X-ray on my ankle, you see all the bones of your toes. It literally, dude, the last knuckle of my toe is just bent like 70 degrees.
Wait, like sideways, like to the.
To
or,
the
like,
inside.
down.
Like it bends
Oh,
inside.
that's really weird.
Yeah.
What the heck?
It's just, I think it's from jamming into the end of my shoe all the time.
Jeez. On my pinky toe, I barely have a nail.
Oh.
Like I have to like pull my skin back to see my nail. My mom has the same thing. Shout out to you, mom. We have the same toes.
I'm sorry for everybody trying to like eat while listening to this episode.
Yeah, don't just rule of thumb, rule of toe, rule of big toe.
Rule of toe.
Don't eat when you're listening to this podcast because
Yeah.
we talk about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Sometimes I'll be like if I'm listening to something that's like gross or watching something gross, I'll almost play like
It makes you hungrier.
It's like a mental no. I do like a mental toughness challenge with myself. I'm like, all right, this is gross. How long can I keep eating my meal while watching this and like not have to put it away?
Honestly, stuff like that never really bugs me when I'm eating.
Like if someone's talking about shit and you're eating, it doesn't really matter.
Not really.
It's not like horrible for me, but I'm definitely like it's not ideal, you know.
Obviously, it's not ideal. It's not like I'm like, keep
going.
talking, keep talking about it.
Wow, where are we going? Do we have interesting?
Do you have any other weird body parts that you want to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
Any other weird things with your bod?
This is sort of an anatomy episode.
Yeah.
Honestly. What do you think of rough hands versus soft hands?
Dude, I have weirdly soft hands.
I mean, I don't think it's like.
I want to have rough hands, so I seem more rugged. But I
Yeah,
have, like,
but I mean,
soft,
you
delicate
get
hands.
those by like doing like construction and shit, and you
Well,
don't
yeah,
do any of that, so
exactly.
it makes sense that your hands are soft.
Yeah. I used to have like weird calluses from baseball, but they're gone now.
Yeah.
So now I'm just a soft baby. So if anyone wants to hold my hand,
I've never had any like calluses in my whole life until like that 30 Days of Hell challenge.
Oh, yeah.
I like got a couple just from like where you would like hold the weights or whatever. But I kind of wish I had more badass hands.
Can I feel your hands?
Which hand do you want?
I want your right hand. Okay.
This is really weird.
Feels-
You want the oh!
Want to feel mine?
No, I just felt it. You touched mine.
No,
so
but you like I felt you. You didn't feel me. Do you want to feel me?
What was the same? All right.
Kinda, cause like I was in control there. Like this is you're in control now, John.
Your hands are very cold.
I know. Are they?
Yeah,
They're not
they're
that
pretty
cold.
cold. Anyways,
I used to have like a callus on my pointer finger from like throwing a baseball. It used to be just like I used to have rock hard pointer finger, but now it's gone.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
That's my story.
If you were a girl, would you think it would be hot for guys to have rugged hands?
Depends what I'm into.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Like, do I want a rugged man?
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, that's
you're
the
a
question?
girl. What do you want?
Do
Do you want your man to be rugged?
I kind of, yeah, probably.
Right?
Yeah.
You have to.
Yes, I would not like myself.
I mean, I'd like you,
I can be rugged a little
but
bit.
I'd prefer if your hands were more rugged.
All right.
Like, you know,
But then, like, if I caress your face or something, it's like, I don't want to be, like,
but
scraped
I think
by your
I
hand.
think they like that though.
Really? It's like, you like
Yeah.
the sandpaper on your face?
Yeah, like I think it's like he's been through shit, you know? Like
Right.
if I see a guy that has really rugged hands and he has like some scratch marks from like doing like demolition or something at
My
work.
cats have scratched. I have
It's
some
like-
scars from my cats.
See, it's not the same. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like dude, my dad's hands, bro, are
Yeah.
so
He's
fucked
got man
up.
hands. He's got man hands.
Dude, first of all, his fingers are like double the width of mine. Like, why do old people have such fat fingers?
Yeah.
Like, my dad's not a fat guy.
Like, all their weight goes to their fingers.
yeah, it's like,
Like, does it just, I kind
do
of
they
like,
get? Maybe they continue to grow as you age.
I kind of have like dainty fingers.
Don't they say your dick never stops growing? I think that's a fact.
Really?
There's
I
some
think
parts
it
of your
does.
body that don't stop growing your whole life.
Like what?
Like your dick.
I
I think no.
I need clarification.
I think your hands maybe too.
Your hands?
Or I mean your fingers.
Your fingers? They just
Like
get
it's,
really
it's
long?
very slow.
Like, yeah.
I don't know. But why
Okay.
else would
What parts of your body never stop growing? Ears
what?
and nose. Dude, old people have big noses.
And big ears. That
yeah.
makes sense.
Dude, there's old guys with like ears that big.
yeah.
It's like half a foot. It's like,
and like
Jesus
dude,
Christ.
and then some people's noses, they get like so big to the point where like gravity can't like keep it. Like
Yeah.
gravity takes its toll and
Kinda
it
takes
starts
it
like
down a little.
it's like looping down.
Yeah, that's so true. Let's see.
Okay, type in why do old people have fat fingers?
Oh, it's because like cartilage doesn't stop growing.
Oh.
Why do old people have fat fingers?
Or
Okay.
big fingers.
Why do old people have big fingers? See, this is a very informational
Yeah.
podcast. It's not really.
Nothing. All right.
What is it meant to be a man with small hands or a man with big hands? Fatherly. Oh, 7 studies explain what the size of man hands really means.
Oh.
Let's find out.
Wait, hold up your hand. Wait, no, like put it up to mine.
But like, who knows?
Oh.
Wait, whoa,
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
We're even. You are no, you're so cheating that.
All right.
I got
It's
like
fine.
a little bit on you.
Wasn't there the thing where it's like, if your pointer finger is longer than your
Like
ring finger, you have
then
a
you're
tiny dick.
gay?
You
Oh,
have a tiny dick.
if your pointer finger, well. Uh-oh.
John's got a tiny.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Doesn't really give much information so far.
That's fine.
Fingers show how athletic your man hands really are.
Nice voice crack. I don't buy this article. I don't
No.
think your hand size is
Longer
something.
ring fingers mean more sex and more fertility.
Right, let's hold up our
Let's hold up our fingers.
your fingernail is long. You got see, are
Dude,
you
I
like
do have long nails. I used to bite my nails a lot, and I stopped like a couple years ago.
you have like very like not like
I know,
grossly long, but long for guys. Like that's long for guy nails.
they're usually not this long. I need to cut them.
Yeah, I don't have any. I have I don't bite them, but I just like pick my nails like with my other fingernails and I like
can't
rip them
even-
off.
That's
It's
really
like
weird.
really, yeah. I do it all the time, dude. It's like the worst habit ever. I just go
Just
like
stop
this.
doing it.
I don't even notice I'm doing it.
We'll just stop doing it.
I don't know I'm doing it.
But like,
I'll
just
be
put,
sitting
like,
there.
put, like tape on all your fingers. No, what I did is my sister painted a clear coat on my fingers, and
Oh.
I put like some like hot sauce one time on my fingers. It works, because then you bite it and you're like, ugh. But I still bite the skin
Kyle
on my
walking around with like hot sauce fingers.
finger. Yeah, like if I poke someone in the eye, would have gotten them. Don't you like rip your toenails too?
I don't like rip. Yeah, I like pick at them. Like the same thing I do with my hands, but with my toes.
Have you ever bitten one of your toenails before?
I can't. I'm not that flexible.
I tried when I was a kid, and I like pulled a muscle in my neck. I don't want to talk about this.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Does your voice crack? Because are you still in some sense like maturing?
That'd be kind of cool.
Like yeah.
That's
maybe,
what I hope.
Like maybe your voice will just continually get deeper and deeper until like 40.
Until I can grow a beard.
Yeah.
I can grow a really ugly mustache.
You should do it. No Shave November. We'll do No Shave November on the podcast.
I'll do only my mustache. I'll do November.
All right. Or
gonna be so
we could do No Shave
crusty.
November, but you do the opposite where you shave your eyebrows, and I'd buy you a Mac.
My dad. I talked about my. I am having a hard time. Oh my god.
It's okay. You know, no, it's okay.
So, I talked to my dad about the eyebrow thing,
Yeah.
and he said that he had this eyebrow trimmer thing. You know, like you were talking about.
Yeah.
That like shaves it to like a certain
Yeah.
length, and he was in a hurry one day, and he had it on the lowest setting, and he shaved half his eyebrow off,
Oh.
and so he matched his other eyebrow. And it was like 8 years ago, and I never noticed. Like my sister never noticed. No one ever called him out on it.
Of having really
Yeah, like,
short
he
eyebrow
has, like
length.
pretty light eyebrows on the outside, so like I guess we didn't notice. But he said it grew back pretty quick.
That is so funny.
So like, is the offer still on the table for me for 1,700? Would you buy me a laptop? I said
Why did you say that so weird?
I don't know.
I mean, I am not saying no. I'm trying to decide if it's worth it.
Are you saying yes though?
No, not yet.
Something maybe.
Maybe.
Would you buy half of my laptop?
Yeah, probably. Okay, wait. Going back to what we were talking about. If you were a girl, what do you think would be the hottest thing in a guy? Like, there's no.
Are we talking physically?
Yeah, physically. Like, what would you want in a guy? And there's no judgment here. We're not gonna call each other gay or give each other shit. Just like, honestly, what do you think is the hottest thing? And then after this, then we'll do the flip side.
Probably a hot bod.
Like muscles.
Yeah, but then there's also guys that are like big but like super uggo.
Yeah. See,
I
it's
don't
got to be a pretty face.
Yeah, I think it's got to be face.
And honestly, like, if you're really muscular and like really short, not like really short, but like if you're like 5'6" and really muscular, it's just like not that.
It's like short man syndrome kind of.
Yeah, like but like if I was a girl, I'd almost if I liked a short guy, I'd almost want him to be just like skinny than like really buff. You know?
Why?
I just feel like you turn into a roly-poly. Like you turn from a short guy into a roly-poly.
So you like your men small and skinny?
No, if he's short. If he's like
Well, what's short though? 5'6"?
5. How tall are you?
5'10".
5'7"
I'm
and below.
average. Yeah, I'm average.
5'7" and below, I would consider short.
I think 5'8" and below. I'd say
Okay,
short.
Yeah.
I'm average.
All right. So do you want a hot bod or a face?
I
Or
think
an ass,
I think face,
or-
because the hot bod's gonna go away. At least if you have like nice eyes or something, it's gonna
yeah,
last.
okay.
Or if you're just really funny.
Yeah. Personality.
Yeah. Or since I'm gonna be me as a girl, I'm gonna love sports. I want a guy who likes sports.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I want myself.
Yeah. Just setting it up so you like yourself.
Yeah.
All right. I got a hot take.
Okay.
Nice forearms. Okay.
Are you really into forearms? Shows he jerks off a lot.
No, I mean, not in other guys. I'm not attracted to guys, but my own forearms, if I get a good pump and there's like veins, like they get veiny forearms.
Oh, so like vascular
Is that what that means?
veins? Yeah, you're like a vascular guy.
I like when they get really vascular, you know? Just trying to
Let me
pump
get
all the
nice
blood
and
down
black.
here.
Let me get vascular for you. Just give me a minute.
So either like really good forearms or just a really pretty face. Gotta have a pretty face.
Yeah.
Or just like,
What a vascular
honestly,
face.
if I was a girl, dude, I'd go for guys that were like 6'10", like just like really tall. I'd be like, just do whatever you want.
That's like too tall though.
No,
That's like I can't even
over
reach you.
6'10" is too tall.
Like
Dude, 6'8" to 6'10", you just be like,
I need a guy. I need a guy that's like 6'5" and under. Maybe that's just me being jealous of
Yeah.
people who are that tall.
yeah. All right, and a girl, what do you want?
6'10" and over.
What about for a girl? Do you think there's anything as such? What? For girls, do you think there's any?
Excuse me.
You're a guy looking at girls.
Now I'm a guy in this situation. Damn.
Is there such thing as a girl that's too short?
I think so.
I don't think there is. Dude, you see guys that are like 6'8" with girls that are like 4'10", like all the time. You know?
I don't know. Nah, yeah, probably not. I mean, having a
Also, dude, I feel bad for girls that are like 6'6". Like,
yeah, but they're
They
gonna
just
breed
get, like-
legends.
yeah, but like,
Like that's how LeBron.
if they got to get someone that want to breed with them first, like they
Another
kind of get
guy
the
that's
short end of the
6'10".
stick.
Yeah, that would suck.
It's like they could be like super pretty, super nice girls, super cool, but like some guys just like flat out wouldn't date them because they're like 6'6".
Well, like a lot of models are like 6'2". I'm like,
Yeah.
You're really attractive, but like I'm kind of scared of you. You might dunk on me. On that note, this was
Hey, this is a weird
another one that went all over the place.
This was like a big percentage anatomy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
very informative. I'm sure some people can relate to the things we talked about.
If anybody can relate to walking with sweaty feet and picking up garbage on your way,
I just feel like I'm picking up like pieces of pizza and like some wrappers.
but more of like dust.
I have before. Like there's been maybe a little piece of paper on the ground that I like looked and like, oh,
yeah.
I dropped that earlier. There's my homework.
Instead of bending down to pick up something he drops, he just steps on it.
I've done that before.
You're just like, oh, that's handy. Just like pick it off your foot.
Yeah, I've literally done that before. Like it was a wrapper on the ground. I did that like a couple weeks ago. There was a wrapper on the ground, and I was like, I stepped on it and grabbed it, tossed it out.
I've never done that. My feet aren't sweaty enough, I guess.
Try it out.
Well, on that note, Kyle, where can they follow you?
I don't know why you want to follow me right at this point, but you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at KyleStafford36. Follow the podcast at Pittance Podcast on everything. John, where can they find you?
You can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Twitter and Instagram. You can subscribe on YouTube if you guys are watching the video version. If you're not, you should check it out sometime. If you just want something to add a new dynamic to the show, I don't know. I love it. I love watching the video version, especially for moments like earlier when we just started crying, laughing.
And the wiping
the wiping your feet together and stuff. Like some things are just like way more funny and more fun in the video version. Also, you can subscribe to my personal channel called The Narwhal, where we have new videos every Wednesday, and Kyle's in a lot of them. And with that being said...
Wait. Also, if you are on an Apple device, go to the podcast app, find us, rate us 5 stars, leave a review. That would be so much appreciatiated if you did that for us.
So much appreciated.
So much appreciated.
Yeah. I think we're at like 30 or maybe over 30 now. We're pretty close to 30. So, anyways... Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day. Be sure to drop a like and comment if you guys enjoyed. We'll talk to you later. See ya.
I love you.